Are we live yet, Chris?
I believe so.
Oh, there's Les. Les, I'm doing your part, buddy. You're supposed to be on here saying,
Yeah, what's going on with Les?
where are you, Les?
I'm trying to figure out where it's at so I can link the thing.
See, Les said, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Can they hear us now? Yeah, buddy.
All right, getting the Facebook link in there now so people can see what's going on. Posted. All right. All right, we're going to wait till we get a few people in here, folks. Yeah, I had to do this. It's going to be a pretty cool one. He said, okay, everybody else is. No, everybody else is. Yeah, everybody's doing this thing. So I don't know how many people we're going to have on here, but it is recorded. It'll be here for the rest of the time, I guess you can say. My wife's here joining me. I do have a spot for a guest if somebody wants to jump in. I just, we'll just have to text it here, but we'll see how many people jump on right now. It's only 2 people. That's probably me and my wife. I'm sorry, my wife and Les. So we'll give it a few minutes and we'll see what goes on. Right now, everybody's watching everybody. So as you guys know, Harley Davidson has released their part 2 of their 2026s. And I'm going to tell you, man, there's some beautiful bikes, man. Beautiful bikes. And I will have to give some criticism also because they're very expensive bikes, if you know what I mean.
Ooh, buddy, are they?
But I do like the trikes because, eventually I'm going to get to that age where do I want a Spider or do I want a trike? And I'd probably rather have a trike, basically. So.
I was building one, and boy, woo.
You was building one?
Yeah. I love that paint job, but I don't know if I love that paint job for $4,500.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty pricey, man. Pretty
it's
pricey.
Badass looking, though. Yeah. I mean, it really is.
Yeah, breaking news. So Harley Davidson is, like I said, released their bikes today, their second part. And let me change the description on the Facebook thing. Breaking news. And while we're waiting for some people. And like I said, we might not get anybody in here, to tell you the truth. Harley Davidson 2000 release. All right, there we go. So, all right.
I guess you and I will just be chatting.
Oh, no. Jeffrey's in here. Maxwell's in here. Yep. He's in here. Yeah.
The Connie and Chris show. Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, the Connie and Chris show. Exactly right. I couldn't get everybody else on here. Max is probably watching here in a second. Les is in. He's burning CDs because that's what he wants to do. I'm just kidding. I'm going to give him criticism too. But we're going to have some fun here. And like I said, we'll wait to a few minutes to see how many people pop in here. And then we'll go kind of through the video a little bit because I don't want to get copyright striked and that kind of stuff. So this is free use. We will have to stop it here and there. And we'll talk about a couple things. I'll jump through a couple things and I might not hit the right spot. You never know. We'll see how it goes. But what do you guys think about this release? Is it what you thought it was going to be? I thought it was going to possibly be new bikes. I thought hey, how's it going, Jason? Welcome to the podcast. We have a podcast every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time, and we have guests all the time, Indian and Harley Davidson riders. So that's a cool podcast. So check us out. Subscribe if you want to. Anyway, I probably know him. He said Chris, so he knows who I am. Well, it's right there. It's on the screen.
Duh.
Duh, right? And the person in the background is my wife, Connie, and she doesn't like being on camera. So I got to respect that. Even though she's got a voice that people love, so I bring her on here all the time. She does a great job. So all right, haven't seen the new lineup yet. So yeah, it's basically the CBOs. They released the trikes. They did do some new paint jobs on the limiteds. They released some limiteds out. The Pan America, it's got a limited version now, and it's got all the packs on the back and stuff like that. Very, very. You just received a Facebook alert that you are. Yeah, we're getting there. You're friends of Fish. Awesome. Fish is a great guy.
We love Fishy.
Yeah, he helps us out a lot, so I do want to give him props. If you spell his name out, let's see. Let me see the writing. Oh, I gotta type in the chat here. This should work. Let's see the writing. Fish. But I've been working on some stuff where it actually, when I type in like writing Fish, automatically brings in his name. Hey, our Indian Adventures is in here. Seem kind of lackluster. Hoping Indian comes out strong with these releases. Hey, possibly. Yeah, see right there? This is new. Let's go. Everyone welcome our friend Writing Fish. He's not here, but hey, that's something new I got in there. I also got one for our Indian Adventures. It should pop up here in a second, where it automatically gives you guys their web, YouTube channel, since they're friends of ours. So, yep. So, yeah, you suck for leaving me by myself this evening. Yeah, that's what Connie said to Les.
Jeff said call in Sparky.
Call in Sparky. Sparky wants to come in. Yeah, come on in. You want me? I can get. Does he have a camera, or does he want to do a voice, or what's he want to do? So.
Oh no, talk to us, Sparky.
Yeah, what do you want to do? I can have you come on the camera for the first time ever. I mean, I know we want you on the podcast sooner or later, because the guy's got some freaking. I'm here.
So that's a no.
That's a no. All right, we got 11 people in here. It's people starting to come in here, so that's good. We'll start here in a few minutes. Like I said, we're going to go over the lineup a little bit. I was kind of late, and I thought maybe I missed something, but then they do a lot of talking in between the releases, so you get a figure into like a 30-minute video, 40-minute video, probably about 15 minutes. And they took all the talk out. It's they got some good paint jobs. I'm telling you, they got some of the best paint. Indian does have to. I mean, Indian's catching up. I'm telling you, they're catching up. But the thing is that where Indian was with Polaris, it kind of sidelined Indian a little bit, because they just couldn't get the funds that were necessary to keep advancing like they are. Yes, they were working on stuff, but Harley found out that they had a competitor. And they are trying to survive, and they are trying any way they possibly can. And they have their own financing company, and they got to do this kind of stuff. Chris, cut my pay, so I'm boycotting. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. But anyway, so Harley Davidson's trying to survive. Indian's trying to survive. So Polaris said, hey, let's put Indian on their own, and let's see what they can do with some funds that they are supported by, the people at the bottom, like what do you call it, Carlwood. And I think it's going to be a good deal for Indian, but I'm going to tell you guys, you got to have patience, because really, I don't think they are right where they need to be yet, Indian, and it's going to take them about a year to maybe 2 years to get where they're right with Harley Davidson again. But I think it's going to be good competition. I think it's going to be great competition. Jason Christian says, the elites have good paint. The rest are blank slates. Yeah, for
BC Customs.
Exactly. BC
Perfect.
Custom. Man,
Yep.
Have you seen his last paint job? Wow.
Gorgeous.
India needs to look at him and, figure out what he's doing, and they can mass produce that stuff and also pay him for what he's doing. Riding Fish in that video, if you guys haven't seen it yet, go check it out. I think it's a Scout. I think it's pretty much a Scout. And the way they did the paint job on that thing, it's you have to see it in person, because it just doesn't give it what it needs on YouTube. But has everybody seen the video from Harley Davidson? And the title speaks for itself. It's like, hey, are they? I mean, these are great looking bikes, but I'm being honest with you. Just maybe 6 years ago, the prices are pretty much, yeah. Everybody, please give us a thumbs up. We only got one so far. That also helps us out getting the algorithm and that kind of stuff. I know Sparky was in the chat. I was in the chat. That Heritage is a nice looking motorcycle. you know, and but Harley Davidson is really, really, really trying to go after the older generation now with the trikes. I don't know if it's going to work out because if you know about anything about the older generation, they really don't like the tech, you know. And I think if they would have just brought the modern, you know, skins and stuff like that, and maybe, you know, but you know, I like tech, so I'm different than most people. There's a lot of motorcyclists that said they hated the tech, and when they bought the motorcycle, now they love the tech, and it's just like change. People are resistant to change, so I can't really say that these things are not going to fly off the shelves. They're gonna be expensive. I don't know, Connie, if you can look that up, how much these trikes are, but they're gonna be very expensive.
They started like that one I liked,
Uh-huh.
the CVO.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? CVO Street Glide
Hey,
3
Tim, welcome to the
Limited.
podcast. Yep.
It started at 54, I believe, $999. The paint job alone was adding $4,500 to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I about lost it.
Yeah. I mean, and basically it's house payments. What it used to be like 10 years ago, it would be your house payment. Now, you know, since, you know, retail on these bikes is just a freaking skyrocket. And you know what? The technology is great. I mean, it really is. And you have to pay for that. But I think Indian's going to have to, and because they wanted parts of the video, they were like, we have the largest touchscreen, you know, on the market. You know, we have the technology that you can modularize this stuff, and that's going to be for the younger rider. That's going to be really good.
They said there was a new one coming out for like $6,000 later on in the year.
It's a different motorcycle. Yeah, it's a Spirit.
To attract that
yeah.
younger generation, supposedly.
And it's according to what that bike's going to look like. To tell you the truth,
$6,000.
Yeah, it's probably a Valkyrie-esque kind of type bike.
Hey, Ginger.
Hey, Ginger. Welcome to the podcast. Yeah, so 55,000. Heck no, that's exactly right. I mean, that is it's so amazing. I have a Chevy Silverado. All right, 4-wheel drive. It's a RT. I can't remember whatever it is, RTS, RT, whatever it is. But that thing costs, I think, $56,000. Okay, I can go down the road, carry 5 people. I can listen to anything I want to on the radio without having wind noise. I can have AC. I can go to 110 mile temperature. That bike costs as much as that truck. All right. And it can go in snow. These bikes, if you're in the northern hemisphere, they stay in the garage for 6 months, and you're paying, get it, 800 plus a month. If you can afford it, hey, bust in your retirement, get your $60,000 in there, and bam, buy that thing. But the most average person is not going to be able to do that. They barely put a down payment on these bikes. So they're putting a lot of investment in all this. And I'm not saying this is doomsday. I mean, this is the way the market is right now. Motorcycles are not selling. You got return buyers and that kind of stuff, or people upgrading motorcycles to a bigger size and that kind of stuff. That's going to happen. But I'm talking about new riders. It's just not happening. And they're not going to be able to afford these prices, because when you look at it, if you're a young kid, and we haven't even heard how many repos they have or on entities on the market right now, or how many people are defaulted on their loans. And I mean, because when you start taking, because I pay a pretty penny for my motorcycle, I'll be honest with you, because I just didn't want to carry out all the years. I mean, that's another thing. They'll get you into years, maybe 7 to 8 years, and you're making that, and still $800. And your bike is going to have 250,000 miles on it before you could even trade it. You know, it's crazy. But anyway, it's the way the world is right now, and they really can't backtrack, because you got buyers that bought into these bikes, into this technology, and they can say recession's going down and it can lower the price $1,000, but nothing's going to go like, $5,000, $6,000. It's not going to happen. But I mean, I think if Indian stays with the pricing a a little bit lower. It's still going to help them out. I think Indian might be a little bit behind. Well, they are kind of behind in the technology in some parts of the bike. I mean, I didn't see anything came out with blind spot monitoring, that kind of stuff on the new Harleys. That's something Indian has that I really love.
Yeah, the rear end collision.
Yeah. And a lot of people, it's just like new technology. A lot of people said, that ain't nothing special. I'm telling you, it is special. And until you start riding Indian with it, you'll know the difference. Let's see here. Let's get with some of these comments right here. All right. Ditto, Sparky. Arizona is year round if you can take the heat. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they were talking about maybe you feel like you get your money's worth in Florida or where you can ride all year.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's just like the what is that Polaris 3-wheeler that they have it's a big thing. I can't remember. It's like a Stingray. I can't remember what it's called. Somebody help me out in the chat. Yeah, they don't sell very well in the north, but they sell like firecrackers in the south, in the south. So what is that thing called? Anyway. I agree.
Slingshot? Is that what you're?
Yeah, Slingshot.
Oh, okay.
So the Slingshot, it doesn't sell very well in the north, and dealers had to carry that to carry Indian motorcycles, Polaris and stuff, and they don't have to do that anymore, I don't think. But they sell like crazy. You go down in the south, you see them everywhere, and they rent them everywhere. I mean, you go to Panama City, you see Slingshots everywhere. It's crazy. But yeah. Yeah, if you're in a warmer climate, yeah, I'm saying it's probably worth. Now, the Pan American motorcycle, that is a very interesting bike. I'm telling you, it is.
What do they call that? They don't call that GAT, do they?
No. It's off road. It's an off road motorcycle. I mean, you can ride on the road. It's like all terrain motorcycle. Very adventure bike. Yeah. It's a very nice bike. I mean, I wouldn't mind having one of them. I think that's where Indian needs to also, but then again, they need to catch up. So does Indian need to come out with newer bikes or need to catch up with the technology? You know what I'm saying? Because I know Polaris just a couple weeks ago announced a 10-inch screen for their ATVs and stuff like that. But I don't want a huge iPad on a motorcycle. Okay. I think the wide is where it needs to be. A 10-inch wide panel or a 12-inch wide panel. I mean, it is the distraction a little bit. So you got to be careful of that. I rode a Slingshot for Crockett's in 36 degrees Sunday to get back from World of Wheels. Well, how was it? Was it cold? Yeah, just tell us more. But yeah, so I saw you in the comments about that because I saw your name and I saw Wit was in there, and you guys are probably, your mouth was watering on that Pan American because I think that's a bike that really can supercharge Harley Davidson once it starts taking off. I mean, I think it's already starting to take off. I mean, they got all the influencers with that bike. I think Indian, I don't know how, I mean, Polaris has all this technology for off-roading. I think it should be pretty easy for Indian, if they had one in the works already. Who knows? Well, we'll see what happens. But I think Indian needs to make sure, and hey, listen, they got a tight budget. I think their budget is actually the same as it was last year. So it's not really difference. But the good thing is Polaris is not poking and prodding, hey, listen, you ain't going to use that money, give it to us. Because, Polaris is not making money. If you look at their stock, their PE rating is 0. And Harleys is just a little bit. If you look at that kind of stuff, so they're not making too much money. Indian is, probably made 7% of their sales last year. Maybe gave them a little bit of money, but that money wasn't being invested probably in the upkeep of technology for Indian. So they might be a little bit behind. So let's give them 2 years and see how that's going. Hey, Whit, how's it going? Welcome to the podcast. Yeah, give it a demo ride, man. I tried to get my wife on one, and it was, I mean,
Well, after
we were this
listening to
close.
her,
Yeah, they were this close. Yeah.
well, after listening to her though, I might give it a shot.
Yeah.
I might go back.
Go back and get you a two-wheel in a couple years. But who knows?
Yeah, try it.
Yeah. You never know. I mean, so, hey, but one thing this does do, it makes competition, folks. It really does. And that's what's going to spear the technology in Indian, just like it did with Harley Davidson. Indian was taking market share, especially in the lower end. And as you can see, they didn't really address the lower end on this. They're going high end all the way with this release. I mean, it's money, money, money. And I think, be honest with you, it's a cult, and I'm not talking bad about Harley Davidson people. I have friends that ride Harley Davidsons and that kind of stuff, but it literally, you got people that will take their life savings and buy this bike. I'm telling you, I go to the Harley Davidson dealership, and I go to Indian too. Okay, and Indian's a little bit easier on the wall, but not much. But if you go to a Harley Davidson dealership, you don't ever come out with a deal. Yes, they tell you you're going to get the new exhausts, or you're going to get a new some accessories, or $1,200 of accessories. That's pretty much a write-off kind of thing. All right, let's see here. So what's your guys' thoughts? Huh? What's your guys' thoughts? Let's see some stuff in the chat.
Jeff thinks that the slingshot sucked. That's what his thought was.
Yeah, I bet you it was pretty cold.
Yeah, I bet it was too.
Yeah. Hey, folks, I'm also going to Phoenix, Arizona. I'm going to be hanging out with Ginger, and she's going to show me all her 25 bikes that she has. And then her husband is going to show me around the town, and he's going to wish he had some of them bikes that she has in the garage. No, they're pretty much half and half of hers and his. But man, they got a collection. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great time in Arizona. Folds of Honor, folks. They're giving away. Not giving away. They're auctioning off the Chief, and it's a beautiful freaking bike. So if you're looking for a new motorcycle and you want to, bid on an auction at the Barrett-Jackson auction, 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time, I believe, and it's going to be at the Barrett-Jackson, and it's going to be, I think it's the 21st on a Wednesday. Maybe I got that wrong. It might be the 22nd. Let me check here.
I thought it was the 22nd.
Yeah, 22nd. No, it's 21st, and then we're gonna have an after party after the auction, and it's gonna be a great time, man. I really am. I'm gonna be with Ride Culture. Dean Speed's gonna be down there. It's gonna be a great time, and I get to hang out with Brad. It's gonna be awesome. Let's see here. What's our Indian Adventure says here? We had a friend test ride at Road Glide 2 weeks ago, and they were willing to knock off $8,000, but he ended up staying Indian, taking trade of a 108 to a 1. Wow, awesome. Yeah, I mean they're knocking them off, and this is what the problem is. People ain't talking about this, and I thought it was kind of ironic in the video. All right, they had a former owner of the Harley Davidson dealer, ship. They had one in there, okay? And I'm gonna be honest with you, these dealerships are hurting. Everybody's hurting, and yeah, they're taking hits on these bikes, $8,000. Now I remember the Pursuit last year. Me and Les were looking at them, the 2024 models, and it was probably about this time they were taking $8,000 to $9,000 off of them too. So, I mean, these bikes do have some margin on them, to be honest with you. I mean, but here's the deal, okay? Harley owns their own financial institution, and they want you to purchase it through them, and they want you to do 36 months, all right? And they also have this other thing where they do 36 months, and then they do another 24 months. I don't know what it's called. I can't remember. It's kind of some kind of flex payment plan.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So that payment for the base model is up to like $800 still. I mean, in Earth are up to $1,000, and to be me, to me and somebody else, just like me, I don't know. It's just outrageous.
Well, did you see Jeff's message?
What was that?
Oh, where do you go? Where's
If they take 8,000 off, all that alarm should be going off instantly. Yeah. Well, they're not selling. The bikes are on the floor. Some dealerships still have 24s.
That's what Jason said. 24s and 25s are going cheap.
Yeah, are going cheap. If you want the new stuff, you're just gonna have to go back a couple years. And I feel sorry for the people making these motorcycles. I went down to the raceway down here in Northern Kentucky, and Ford dealership leases that, I guess. And if you go by there any given day, and maybe it's changed because I haven't been there for about a month, but they have like over 5,000 Ford trucks there because nobody's buying trucks. Eventually, they have to have plant shutdowns, right? I mean, same thing with anything else in this world, is that it's people don't go out and start buying these bikes. They're going to have a shutdown sooner or later. And, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, where people were kind of laid off, I mean, it's happened before, believe it or not. Hey, anybody else get their Indian Motorcycle Riders Journal in the mail today? It's amazing. It happened the same day Harley Davidson was releasing their motorcycles. It's actually pretty cool. So this is pretty much a journal of everything Indian Motorcycle did in 2025, which is pretty freaking cool. I haven't really looked at it yet, but it's got a lot of stories in it. It talks about Sturgis and rides and Indian Challenger and every bike they got in there. It's really cool. So check your mail. And I don't know if I got this because I was part of the elite status, which Indian kind of needs to pay me back a little bit because I bought 2 of them patches by mistake. But anyway, I love my Bronco. Yes. I mean, Ford makes some good stuff. Good stuff.
They were just missing the chips, weren't they?
Yeah. What? Do you want to come on? You can come on. I can put you right here on the screen. It's the same link as last night. Nobody else wants to come in here and join me. They're all scared. I know you love the Pan American, and what you told me a while ago, you wanted to black it out. You wanted something to happen to your engine. Just kidding.
I'd like to see what she thinks about the new 1250.
Yeah, yeah. What you think about that? The blackout 1250.
It received some kind of update, it said, but I didn't really pay attention.
Yep. But I got
Jeff didn't get it yet.
Oh man, I'm just special, man. I'm special. Yes. Hey, listen, I like both riders. I would be doing the same thing with Indian if they do some releases. Everybody needs criticism here and there. I don't think it's really Harley. Harley's here to survive. They're trying to survive, and that's what they need to do. I don't know. And believe it or not, what you see today was actually thought about 3 years ago. So,
and why do you think that?
Well, that's how they have the plan. They have the plan, and they can't scrap the plan. Okay. So they know that they're going to have to ride this road, and hopefully interest rates get better. And that's another thing that's killing motorcycles is interest rates. Now, I got a good interest rate. When I got my Vulcan S, I got like a 2.3% interest rate. By the time I got my Challenger, and believe me, I have good credit, it was up to almost 10% interest rate. Okay. She's eating dinner. Yeah. Awesome.
She's not camera ready, she said.
You're good. You're good. It was up to 10 almost. It was crazy, right? So, you know how I am. And just like these Harley Davidson people, they're gonna bite the bullet. They're gonna suffer that interest rate. And they're gonna hope that, in about a year or two, they're gonna actually, refinance that loan. And that's what most people do. Because I don't know okay, so when you go in there and listen to me, folks, I'm telling you the truth. Do this, all right? If you go in there and buy a new motorcycle at any dealership, all right, the dealership wants you to go through their financing. It's whatever bank they go to. It could be almost a local bank, maybe in your area they might have, but you're not going to get your interest rate. All right. The dealership marks the interest rate up a couple points. All right. And you have to stay in that loan for 6 to 12 months so they can make their money, because they make money off the loan, believe it or not. So they kind of stick it to you. They're not your friends, okay? So what you need to do is when you get there and say, listen, are you marking this interest rate up? And I want to know, all right? And you have a right to know, all right? And if they are, then you might not be buying that bike that day, because they probably are going to stick with it, or they're going to tell you, well, you can go get your own bank and see if you can get the same interest rate. And you'll be like, I don't want to go through the hassle. And next thing you know, you're stuck in that loan. So, hey, listen, we need dealers, and that's, I'm not trying to, but you can negotiate that a little bit. They're not making much off of it, believe it or not, but it is a little bit of percentage, and it probably goes to the guy that actually sells their bike. So that's probably who it hurts the most. So just give you that heads up. But I know a lot of things about this business because I've been in it for 20, 30 years. So I haven't sold cars, but I've been in it. I did that to help my dealership when I did my extended warranty on the loan, but you paid it off right after 6 months. Exactly. That's what you want to do. Yep. And that's another thing. When you get they're hoping that you never get a nail on your tire, so they sell you insurance. They make a little bit of money off that insurance too. But I know somebody that has had 6 flat tires. Believe it or not, and it's paid off a lot. So, all right, so let's check this out. So I'll go through here and see if I can click in a little bit. Like I said, I'm not going to play too much of it, but it is a good video. All right, let's see if we can. I guess I'll do it.
And all these new model year 2026 motorcycles you're about to see. Let's get into it.
So the touring package is pretty nice. I think Indian, if they do something, it's very minimal, and it could really change the look of the motorcycles. I think the touring pack is outdated compared to what the motorcycles actually look like. I think they need to change that. Does everybody else agree with me on that? I think that's something cosmetic that doesn't cost much, but give us a different touring pack, and I think you'll be good. The other thing is the lowers on the front. Do something like what Harley Davidson did. I mean, you don't have to completely, because what they done now, they got lights that go down the little touring pike now. Like, have you seen some of the Indians, the custom made ones now? They got this like light strip. It's like a 7.
The lowers?
Yeah, it's like a 7
beside the lowers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks good on an Indian. Indian needs to figure out something. The fog lights that they have on the Pursuits or anything, I guess you can say driving lights, I think they're pretty outdated, and they really don't do anything unless you turn them upside down. Because you really I don't use them as much for night riding. I use them for visibility for drivers. If you turn them things upside down, they're 10 times brighter facing the driver of a car. Okay. If you guys have them on your motorcycle, turn them upside down. You'll see what I'm talking about. Riding Fish is the one I saw this first, so I got to give him credit. And he had one that was upside down, and he had one that was face because he accidentally put it upside down. He said he was going to turn both of them upside down because it's 10 times more visible to a person in a car than it is, using at night. It doesn't really do that much at night anyway. So, but it is pretty nice. Yes, they should. I agree 100%. I just want to be able to put my helmet in the tour pack. Hey, they can do that, but I'm talking about the lighting in the back of it. Just a little bit more, I guess you can say modern. You know, I think the motorcycles look modern. I think the touring pack looks like it came off the first line of, you know, it was just like an afterthought. We'll just put a touring pack on these things. All right, let's see what we got here. Hey, let's see. My top case fits my helmet. Yes. I'm telling you what, that the limited Pan America, it has all the cases on it. That looks badass. I'm telling you, that's the only bike that really interests me the most. And if I'm not mistaken, that's probably the cheapest of all the bikes with all that stuff on there. It's still probably maybe $26,000, 27, 28. Maybe I'm messed up there. But Connie, look up that one and see what the price on that.
Which one? I was looking at the Bronx they were talking about down through here.
Greg, you're never late. I'm just early. I'm just kidding.
Did you see what he said?
What?
Did you see that the Lexington Indian closed up?
Oh, really? That sucks. Who said this?
Greg.
Oh. Greg. Wow. That is. I'm here late. Did you see Lexington Indian closed up? That's part of the Tom Wood dealerships. I know Tom Wood was in some trouble. Let me check it up and see what happened. Lexington. Are you close to here, Greg? I didn't know that. Silence is deadly, so I'm gonna keep on talking. There is no Tom Wood Lexington dealership. Indian. I know that's who owns it. Let me see. Indian of Lexington, Kentucky. But that's sad because that's where I bought my first Indian from. Lexington Indian dealer. So let's check here.
It does say the Pan America 12.
It is permanently closed, folks. That is not cool.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, 1973 Bryant Road, Lexington, Kentucky.
Les said all we have now is Northern Kentucky.
Yeah, Northern Kentucky, yeah. Yeah, that's crazy because they were selling all kinds of different motorcycles. They had Royal Enfield in there. They had some other motorcycle brands in there. I don't know what exactly is going on, but when you're talking about, and this is the case of Indian has a little bit better, I guess you can say, dealer options because how they got the Scout, and they got the Chief, then they got the Chieftain, and they got the Challenger, and then they got the Pursuit, and they got the Roadmaster. They also got the Springfield. I mean, they got a lot of motorcycle options, but you're talking about a lot of price range right there. I mean, but it's not like medium price range where, a Scout still costs you, $10,000 and that kind of stuff. The Chief is around $15,000-$16,000, and then you go into the the lower end of the Challengers at $22,000 plus, that kind of stuff. So I understand the FTR. It was a good bike, and it could have been modified to look like a what do you call it? A Pan American, I think. I think that's probably the closest thing that they could have done.
That's as close as they're gonna get, probably.
Yeah, that's probably the closest I got to it. But yeah, Lexington is permanently closed. Wow. So they had CF Moto, which CF Moto is like one of the top tier manufacturers, and they're from China, against Polaris right now on their ATVs. I mean, literally, if you've seen some of the ATVs that they got coming out with adjustable heights, suspensions, I mean, it's crazy all the technology that CF Moto is coming out on their adventure line. Check out some videos on YouTube. You'll see what I'm talking about, folks. It's crazy. All right. But I mean, this is good. This is good talk. I mean, it really is good talk, guys. This is the kind of podcast I actually like, when we have people talking and we have good conversation. But Ashland, you live in Ashland? Okay, man, we're going to take a ride. We're going to ride. Hell yes, brother. We're going to ride. Ashland's not too far from us, man. All right.
It looks like that adventure bike you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It starts at, it's a Pan America 1250 Limited.
Mm-hmm.
Starts at $26,499.
I was right on the money. I was right on the money. Sweet. That is something. I mean, okay. So let's put this in Chat GPT. Okay, Chat. Okay, I'm gonna buy a new Harley. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna buy a new Pan American Harley. It's $26,000. I have a credit score of 650, and I want to do it for 36 months. What kind of payment would I have if I did $1,000 down? I think this is pretty much the average buyer. Okay. And I could be wrong. So let's see what happens in ChatGPT. All right. All right. So at an 8% APR, this is the best APR that I can get if I had all this. Okay. My payment a month is $785.
Well, on here they said it could be as low as $409.
Well, yeah, that's because they're doing that special stuff. $492. Yeah. Yeah. You're doing that flex. You got to remember they got you on that flex thing. All right. So, and that's what it is. I mean, they're going to bring you in. Yeah. $796. Yeah. So let's say that I have a 12% APR and say that's $825 a month. All right. So yeah, that's not bad when you add all the accessories together. Hey, listen, I'm just saying this about Harley Davidson tonight. Indian has the same problem. Everybody has the same problem. It's just interest rates suck right now for a bike, So, I mean, you can shave probably almost $85 off that if you got, let me ask ChatGPT if I had a let's just go with what I got like 4 years ago. All right.
Less, I don't think so, buddy.
Let's test it out with just a 3% interest rate. How much would that save us? APR, 3% APR. What would the payment be? So let's see what ChatGPT spits out here.
$525 maybe.
I don't know. I think you're too low. All right. All right. So we are looking at, it's $726. Yeah. So you would have to put some, more money down. You probably could. Listen, I'm not being doom and gloom here, folks. I'm just being realistic here. And I want I want everybody to buy motorcycles. I want more motorcycles on the road. But I mean, Indians has the same problem. These bikes are expensive and you have to pay for them, and you can't have a family. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I didn't buy a motorcycle. Okay. When I had 2 kids.
For the first 20 years of your license.
Yeah, exactly. Because cleats cost me $200. The shin guards cost me $90 every season. I had to get 3 or 4 pairs of shoes. I had to pay for the uniforms, had to pay for the costs for getting them in select soccer. I got to pay for, kids cost a lot of money. All right. Yeah. And they're more important than riding a motorcycle at that time. And so when my kids got out of the house, which one's still here because of college, but she's pretty much on her own, got her own job. She's kicking ass. Hey, I decided to go get a motorcycle. So yes, I could afford it then. I could afford it. But everybody else is in the same predicament I am. If they're in the 22s, 23s, 25, 27s, 28s, it's going to take a while for them to even want the desire to own a motorcycle. $200 for 3 dance customs tonight. See, I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, by the way, Jeff says it's $7,000 in interest.
Oh my! Well, that's where they make their money as well.
All right, I got to break into this, guys. Hey, do you guys know we have a podcast every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? We have great guests, just like Whit in the chat here. We had Jeff in here also. We have, and also Brad from BF Customs. BFP Garage. I'm bad at just being dyslexic. It kind of sucks. We also have great members like Tim also here. And Connie, look
Yes,
at the
dear.
look at the comments here real quick. We'll fire off some questions on the comments here, and see if we can get some answers or have some conversation on that. But anyway, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Tuesday nights each week. Next week we're gonna have the podcast at Phoenix at BFP Garage. It's gonna be great. We don't know if we're gonna have any guests on there yet, but we'll see.
See, Marty's on here.
See, Marty, welcome, man. You're probably working tonight, man. That guy's one of the Minutemen in Chicago. I don't know if you guys know what that is. Go look it up. He's the one that does all the, the safety stuff for in case there's an accident or something on the road or that kind of stuff. He's the one that keeps you safe in Chicago.
He travels all those interstates up there, right?
Yes, and he does. Sometimes he has bullets go fly by him and that kind of stuff. So be safe out there, Marty. And he's also got his own channel. So let me. I don't know if our Indian Adventures thing went through there or not. So let me get his channel out, and I'll do see Marty's out there too, and you get that. Yeah, make sure you give us a like, folks. Give us a like.
He said he just got to work.
Just got to work. Awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait till we meet up again. We're going Sturgis this week. Go get that planned. That's when we're going to do the Iron Butt. We're going to spend a whole week up there. Get your wife ready, and hopefully you can spend the week with us. We're going to go shake hands, kiss babies, and do a lot of stuff. And then we're going to go to Pikes Peak at the same time. So it's going to be a great week. It's going to be a lot of miles. It's going to be a great ride. And the more information, the closer we get, the more information we'll have for everybody. We just need somebody to give us a nice, healthy discount with an Airbnb that somebody owns. All right.
So Tim Arnold said here, which I find quite interesting, motorcycles had the same issue back in the 90s, he said. That's why the metric cruisers were so desirable.
Yeah. And I think that's what's kind of happening with Royal Enfield, the reason why they're getting so much market share. People don't talk about how much market share Royal Enfield's getting.
Well, what was that other bike manufacturer that Northern Kentucky had?
Motor Marini.
Yeah.
They didn't sell a single one
No,
of them.
they didn't do very well.
But Northern Kentucky has got Yamaha now, so
Yeah.
they have to be diverse. There's only a few dealerships that can handle being separate by themselves, like Pikes Peak, Chattanooga, Tennessee, down there, Crockett's Motor Power Sports, where they have. That's all they do is sell pretty much Indians. You have to have a great customer base to support just single Indian motorcycle dealerships, and Pikes Peak does, and so does Crockett. And it's very rare. It's very rare to find dealerships that just have Indian in them. But when they do, what the difference is, you're going to get a better deal. They're going to treat you differently. When you walk in the building, they're going to be like acting like family, which they pretty much are, because you're going to buy a motorcycle from them, and you're probably going to buy another one after that. That's the reason why Harley dealerships kind of took off in the 90s, because that's all they did. They wouldn't allow any used motorcycles that were off-brand on their sales floor. They were just selling motorcycles, and that's the reason why they're kind of in trouble now, because that's all they can sell is Harley Davidsons. They can't do anything else. They can. You know how hard it is to take a trade in and then take it to an auction right now? They're losing money, guaranteed. They're losing money taking motorcycles to auctions and selling them off the market. Daytona Sturgis.
Murrells Inlet.
So what's he talking about? Give me a heads up.
Is Music City Indian only? I think you were talking about they only carry Indian.
Oh yeah. There's some. I haven't been to them. I'm just talking about the ones that I know of. There's probably more than just the ones I mentioned, Crockett and Pikes Peak. You also got, I don't know if the Lloyd's, what is it, Twin Cities is only Indian. They might be too. And then Charlotte is a standalone. Yes, I've been there, by the way. Great dealership. Dealership.
Sparky also said Bert's Black Pearl Indian. I thought it had something else besides Indian in there.
What's that guy's name? Grandpa, or what his name is? I invited him to the podcast. Never reached out to me, but I guess we're not big enough for him. because once I invited him, the next video was talking about how many people he had watching. He didn't know if it was going to be worth it doing this YouTube stuff, that kind of stuff. I was like, well, I guarantee you we ain't worth it for him to be on the podcast, I guess, because we got so low people. Hey, well, night all. Hey, hopefully you're having fun with your new job, Ginger, and I'll see you guys next week. It's going to be great.
Good luck, Ginger.
Yep. You don't have to worry about, buying new furniture and painting the walls and, updating the kitchen. Cause I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. I don't need none of that stuff. That's what I worry about when I hang out with people is that their life changes for at least 6 to 7 days. And I'm not that kind of person. Don't worry about it.
Jason said they have used Harley at Lloyd's in a brand of dirt bike.
Yeah. So, you're exactly right. Indian, I think, Northern Kentucky has like 3 Harley Davidsons on their floor. So.
Oh, they have KTM there, don't they?
Yeah, they have KTM too.
In Husqvarna?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Is that what they have there?
Yep. But the good thing is when you walk in the door, Indian is primary at the front, unless they changed it. Les could tell me. But they, when you walk in the door, it's strictly Indian, and usually you have a salesperson come there and they greet you. They got some great ones over there at Northern Kentucky that we hang out with. So Burt's has an Indian dealership. Yes, it's the Black Pearl, and they have the Harley Davidson. I don't know which the other one is. I know he just bought another one too, in my understanding. I like watching his podcast. It's kind of crazy.
And Max is here.
Oh, Max is here. Welcome to the podcast. What the hell is all this noise about? That's exactly right. So, let's see how many people we got on anyway. Oh, we got 18. We had 25 on there a while ago. I must be boring. Am I boring tonight, guys? Yes. All right. So Mike says the 3 Indian dealerships in St. Louis metro area are multi-brand dealerships. Yep. Yeah, I believe it. I mean, it's hard. I mean, it's not Indian's fault. It's hard to sell motorcycles this year. I mean, nobody's buying. I mean, yes, Harleys. I mean, I see some new Harleys out there, but man, like I said, what Max said earlier, they're taking $8,000-$10,000 off these bikes, and then you're still getting you in there in the door. So yeah, I mean, it's hard. You gotta take a loss, and hopefully they come back and get their oil changed, and that's where a dealership really makes some money. And I know Northern Kentucky got in a little bit of an issue when they lost some of their mechanics and stuff, and they didn't have nobody in there, and the actual people that used to be in the mechanic that was selling motorcycles was in the back working on them again. And it's tough because you have to pay people, right, to keep them, and you got to make sure they can be loyal and love their job, but eventually they want to, they got to pay for their car insurance and their house payment, and their new baby just got born. So yeah. All right. So what?
Oh, these guys.
These guys are great.
Les said if Max jumps on, I'll jump on. Now Jeff says if Les jumps on, ...
Uncle Daddy. Yes.
Well, don't these new Harleys have some kind of new infotainment center?
No, they still have the Skyline, which
okay. I thought that was new. No?
Yep. No, it's not new. It's been there for a couple years. Let me see if I can get this thing going again.
Okay.
And see if I can jump a little bit here. This thing's being really picky. So here's the trikes. I think these trikes are actually.
Oh my God, that one trike is beautiful. Sorry, but it's pretty.
Yeah, it is pretty.
Not for $60,000.
Motor is a great motor. Makes
so there's the new
horsepower,
limited
9 ride modes.
And look at that. I mean,
it's
look at the screen.
You need to go down the road.
Holy cow! I mean, it's
or
beautiful.
off-road, for sure.
Like I said, I'm very technology
That's right.
driven. So here's the trikes. These trikes, they finally got the suspension right. They got a 5-inch suspension lift that goes back and forth.
We've got a lot of story to tell about these touring motorcycles that feature all new looks, but also new performance as well.
See you, Brad.
3 Limited is really
the Dancing Cowboy's here.
New for trike.
Welcome.
And starts off with the new fairing, but everything else from touring comes with it.
Yeah, so you're right. We bring over the 2-wheel fairing. We also bring over the lower fairings from 2-wheel, but this time we have.
Look at the light system on that. Let me pause that for a second.
I think that's where they showed the lowers.
Yeah,
where They went vertical. Is that what you're talking about? The lights?
Yeah, the lights that go vertical. I don't really.
Vertical?
Okay.
You don't like them?
I like it, but I don't like it. Okay. And I'll tell you why. I don't like the little squares of lights. I like a solid light. I don't know if everybody else is the same way.
It kind of looks like it doesn't belong there.
Yeah,
in a way.
It kind of doesn't. But when it's lit up at night, like when he turns this on, guys, look at the lights on this thing. Here it comes, right there. That
We also have the 12.5 inch.
for safety is freaking awesome. Max says you are a tech guy. Exactly. All right. Sorry I'm late. Was teaching karate.
The dancing cowboy does karate too?
Yes.
Dang.
Yeah. Yes, he does. He's very good at it, by the way. Don't be messing around with the dancing cowboy. He will up you up. All right. So, but anyway, and I think, I don't know what India can do about this
TFT
actually.
display with the Skyline operating system.
I mean, I know a lot of people like the analog gauges, and I agree with you. I mean, these bikes look like these are badass looking bikes. Okay. I mean, and the new bars are higher. Yeah, you're exactly right. Competition is great. I mean, seriously, that just means Indian and everybody else has to move up. And that's what we're looking for, man, is everybody to be moved up. And what happens when you have competition? Prices go down eventually. So because everybody's trying to, get the same buyer, because when I said earlier, like Harley sometimes is a cult, yes, it is, but it's not like that. What it used to be. All right. It used to be Harley and nothing else. But Indian has got in there a little bit. BMW's got in there. Goldwing has got in there now. I mean, it's a fight. It is literally a fight. And hopefully Indian and Harley Davidson can survive this. I mean, it's a market that you don't want to be in right now.
Yeah, if they
but
get
you have to be in.
If they get you in the door, they're bound determined to keep you there.
Yeah, when we first started the podcast, I used to have this little joke that when you go to a dealership, you would walk in and somebody would lock the door behind you.
Oh, jeez.
And that you couldn't get out until you had keys in your hands. I mean, and if you've seen some of the shorts that the dealerships made, they kind of made fun of that, like when somebody walks in the door, they hit them in the back of the head and they take their hand and they write the contract out with their hands, like their signature, and they got it. And next thing you know, the guy wakes up and he's on a bike and he says, and they start ringing the bell. Hey, you got the bike, boys. Your wife's going to be happy. I can't hear you anymore. Can you guys hear us? Hello? Can you guys hear us? Is it just C. Marty that can't hear us?
I can hear you, but you're right next to me. So.
Yeah, I know. What are we looking at, folks? Can you guys hear me? Somebody put in the chat real quick so we can move on. I know it's got a delay, so people... I guess you can just check. Can you guys hear us? Can you guys hear us?
Jason said yes.
All right,
Marky
cool.
said I can hear you.
All right, cool. It might be just you, C. Marty. All right. So it happens sometimes. You might hit the mute button by accident. So, but how this works, I said something 5 minutes ago, and now you guys are seeing it. So, all right. So we've been on here for how long, folks? Almost 60 minutes. I think this has been fun. Welcome to the podcast. There's a new person on here, folks. All right. Welcome him, guys. Javon Brandon. Nice name there. Cool name. Anyway, welcome to the podcast. We have a podcast on every Tuesday night. We talk to guests, Harley Davidson or Indian, or sometimes we had some Goldwing people in here. We have fun and we talk about real life stories. So, and real life riding. One of these days we're gonna get Sparky on here. Yeah. But all right. So yes, so the infotainment center is top notch. I mean, it still have some issues, just like any new technology does. But I think they've smoothed out a lot of it. I don't know what Indian's future is with the Polaris, but I'm sure with the Ride Command, they're going to have to pay a subscription to them to continue carrying that, or they can have their own operating system in the future. So I think that's probably what's going to happen in about 2 years, is that Indian will have their own operating system. So we'll see how it happens. But like I said, right now, Harley Davidson's firing at all cylinders. It might take Indian a year and maybe a half to get where it needs to be. So have patience. All right. I'm an Indian rider. I love Indian motorcycles. But these Harley Davidsons, man, they're tempting, but what really prevents me from buying one is the fact that, it probably I'd have to sell some retirement money to get where I need to be on a payment. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I don't want to do that. So, I mean, I got a lot of riding left to do, but I got a lot of trips I want to do. So I want to go to Sturgis. I want to go to Pikes Peak. I mean, that's what you got to look at. Is like, you can have a bike in your garage and where we live and ride for 6 months and then store it for 6 months. So
Javon says it's a soul deal.
A soul deal.
You're selling your soul.
Exactly, man. Where you from, buddy? Where you from, man? Maybe if you're in the Cincinnati area, maybe we can have a ride together somewhere. So that would be cool, especially when it warms up. I like your attitude.
Jeff said, give Carolwood a minute. Great things are coming.
Yeah, Les said he bought a Harley today. He didn't buy
You
nothing.
lying sack of shit.
Yeah. Give Carolwood a minute. That's exactly right.
Yep.
Great things are coming. You're 100% right. I think, and like I said, I didn't want to do this live to badmouth Harley. Harley's doing some good things, but they're paying the price. They're paying the price for that. What they're doing today was in the planning room 3 years ago. I'm sure as things change, they have something that they're probably going to have next year that's going to be a lot better for us, especially when about 6 months, when the Spirit comes out, or whatever they call it, the Sprite, whatever they call it.
Spirit.
No, I don't think it's called the Spirit. I think it's called the Spite or some Spiked or something like that. Yeah.
Well, it's is that one of their Liberty editions?
No.
I thought it was their Liberty edition.
So hey,
what?
well, I got to tell you something. Riding Fish is doing the Route 66 Memorial Day and going 2 weeks to California, folks. If you guys want to join, go to Riding Fish's website, and I'll give you guys the link here. Let me type it out, and I'll type it in there. And check out the information about this Legends Never Die Tour, okay? We're going to have a bunch of us on there. I know Max is going to be riding out there. I don't know if he's still here. He might have fell asleep. But right there is the link to the Legends Never Die Tour. It is Route 66 motorcycle tour. It happens in 130 days, 10 hours, 25 minutes, and 32 seconds. There's a lot of information, all the stops that they're going to be making. It's going to be a great freaking ride. Another press event. Yep.
Jason said it's called a Sprint.
Sprint. So I knew it was something different. Yeah. So it's $6,000 smaller CC for the beginner. Exactly. And that might be something they need. But I think what they really need, if I was Harley Davidson, is let some of these dealerships at least have one competitor, but they have where they have to be smaller bikes. Like have a Yamaha come in, so they can have that $2,000 to $6,000 motorcycle, and then that's all they can have. And then they have the Harley Davidsons from that. So they get them in the door, they treat them good, they let them sell a Yamaha motorcycle. That guy gets really good on it. Wants to go to the Harley, all right, because he's going there for a Harley, all right. And then this guy talks him into a $6,000 motorcycle, which are probably making more money on. And then when he graduates from that motorcycle, he moves on to the lower end, ST, lowrider ST bike or something like that. And I think that's what's going to really help these dealerships. So if the Harley Davidson is listening, open up these dealership networks where they can actually make a little bit money, where they're not just, they have to, only sell Harley Davidsons. So I think, and just one in their contract. Hey, listen, we're going to let you have one motorcycle, but you can't have anything over $6,000, and bingo. Anybody think that's a good idea or not? If I buy a Harley, it will be a net add to the garage. Yeah, exactly. All right, so we'll just wait a couple minutes because what I say now is going to be like 5 minutes later. Here, say, I think that the bike takes over for the sports year. Yeah, exactly. I think you're right there. I think you're right on the money. But I just think it's something could help out these dealerships because they're paying every bike that's on their floor. They're paying interest on, and it's killing them. Going back a few years, I went into a Harley Davidson for a fat bob. I walked away and purchased a Scout Bobber. I don't think you bought that at the same dealership. Hey, there is a dealership in America that has Indian on one corner and it's the same owner and has Harley Davidson on the other end. Anybody can name that dealership? Anyway, let's get back to these trikes here because you guys are here to see the movie.
Heated seat for rider and passenger. Passenger gets the new handholds. Passenger also gets wider footboards. We also have the new backrest for the passenger. Better ergonomic comfort.
All right, so there is the new tour pack. I think that looks a lot better. It looks more modern, more square. It looks like it can hold a couple full size helmets because you really need to, because that is a two-rider bike, basically. Going back a few years, that's the same thing, same comment. But I think that's what Indian needs to do. I think they could just do some stuff like that to get them past this year. And then, I mean, they got some great things coming, like Jeff says, but home flat in Indy. Home flat in maybe I don't know what the dealership is. I'm just asking. I know there is one though.
GMR Motorsports in O'Fallon, Illinois has Indian and HD in the same complex.
Awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So how many people like this tour pack? It looks pretty UFO-ish, don't it? Looks pretty cool, I think. All right,
there, as well as the Grand Tour pack.
Comes with a rack, and I mean, this is all the stuff you need for touring. But then underneath all this bodywork is also a big story, Brian.
Definitely completely redesigned rear suspension for my year 26.
Yeah, check this out.
All right, Paul, here we're at the Product Development Center. We got the NVH.
Let me see if I can speed this up a little bit. There we go. Look at the suspension.
Wow, it's actually a beautiful part.
Yeah, definitely. So as you can see, it's completely brand new from rear frame all the way back. It's all new. New DD-on axle coming across right here. We separated the differential from the axle, reducing unsprung mass by 68 pounds. Wow.
So that's a suspension, man. And listen, it's got 5-inch travel now. It used to be only 2-inch. I mean, it's amazing feat that they've done in that back end. Independent suspension. Yeah, it's nice. And in your picture, I see that you have a trike, it looks like. What do you think about these new trikes here, Javon? What do you think about them? All right, so let's see here, folks. I think it's Harley owners want an independent rear suspension. They did not get it. Yeah, it's still better than what they did. I have to say that. Yeah, it is better than what they did. All right. But anyway, so what do you guys think? Was this a good pop-up? Should we do more of these things when it happens? I know I do have an announcement to make. Let's see here. Let me see if I can get the email here. We do have a special podcast on a Friday night. It's going to be on the 30th, I think. And we're going to have an Indian influencer. Him and his wife are going to be on here. And yeah, so put on your calendar, get your pins out, folks. Get your pins out. So Friday night, the 30th, we're going to have at 8 p.m., we're going to have, let me pull their names out of the email here. Christine. I just got to remember her husband's name here. I think it's, hold on a second. Let me just look it up. Connie, talk a little bit while I do this.
Well, I was looking up for Javon. He says, looks cool if it has the 117 motor. I think that the Road Glide 3 does have a 117.
Mm-hmm.
In the picture, it does. They have this really awesome looking, like blue or teal.
Okay.
Wonder how much that is with with that color. Oh, Teal Thunder, it's called, an added $1,350.
Wow.
So, yowzer.
Yeah, it's an expensive bike, man. It is literally expensive. Let me.
That is a super cool color, though. Teal
Yeah,
Thunder.
that's one thing. Hey, somebody mentioned this earlier. Women, young riders. If Indian plays it right, and I think they're trying to, they really are, is they're going to go after the women riders, which I think that's the next thing that they're going to do. And they're going to go after the younger riders. I think there's something. They're going to have to, probably by next year, they're going to have a different bike coming out.
Well, if they're coming after us, they need to lower the price by about $20,000 on the trikes.
Yeah, you're right about that. But anyway, we have Calvin Craner coming on. He's an Indian influencer. I'm going to give you guys he's an ambassador for Indian. He's going to be on the 30th of January. So make sure, and then we're going to have his wife on also. It's going to be a great podcast. And I'm sure they're going to have a lot to say on that night. So you might want to highlight it, underscore it. Don't miss it. Send it to your friends at IMRG. It's going to be a fabulous podcast. We also are going to have, and this one is, we haven't finalized it yet, but we're going to have Mike's wife on here, and she's a GM for the, I think it's Lakeview Indian, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sorry if I got that wrong, but she's going to be coming on. And right after I get back from Phoenix, it's going to be either a Saturday, Sunday, or Monday night podcast. And we're going to have some exciting news to talk about. All right. It's going to be cool. So check us out there. So that one, I do not have a finalized date right now, but I do have one for Calvin and his wife, Christine. It's going to be a great podcast. And then we do have the Australian coming on. She is crazy. You guys need to check her out. Not crazy. She's cool. What she does. But we got the Aussie Indian rider coming on, the Created Cruiser. She's coming on February 3rd on our podcast. That's going to be a fabulous, and that one is probably going to be most likely the craziest podcast that we're going to have all year, because she is so much fun. Lakeville. Thank you very much. So Lakeville, we're going to have her on here, Amanda. She's a GM there, and she's going to have some exciting stuff to talk about Indian, which is going to be really cool. So we have a full January, and we have almost a full February with guests right now. I've been working very hard, sending out invites. Some people have ghosted me. Some people have done good, and they got back with me really fast. We also have Brave Wolf coming on. He's the one that does all the decals, and he does fantastic work, folks. You need to check his website out. Let me see if I can get Brave Wolf Customs. Let's see here. Matter of fact, that might be Jason right there.
Amanda,
I just figured it out, man. He's been sneaking on me, man. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, check out his website. And I was like, we're gonna have him on February 10th, and check out that one. That's gonna be a freaking badass, podcast also. So put this stuff on your calendar. Tell your friends. Go in your your hog group if you're a Harley Davidson rider and tell them about us. Get us some subscribers. Remember, once we hit $1,000, we're going to give away all that merchandise.
1,000 subscribers, not $1,000.
$1,000. Hey, I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm here to correct you.
My wife does a great job, doesn't she? So check out Brave Wolf Customs right there, or bravewolf.usa. And he does a fabulous job on decals and custom imaging on some of these. I can't remember what they're called. Wrap and stuff for your gas tanks and stuff like that. Freaking cool stuff. Connie will love that stuff, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
My Adobe just crashed. Do not send information. But anyway, check out. He's going to be here on February 10th. It's going to be a great podcast. I have sent out some invites to some Harley influencers also. I'm waiting for them to get back with me. So hopefully we'll have some people at the end of February. That kind of balances us out a little bit because we're going to have so many Indian influencers on here the next, half of January and February. So hopefully we'll get some balance there because I do try to stay balanced as much as I can. But we do have tons of friends in IMRG. We have a bunch of a user base. It's all Indian motorcycles. And you guys are the family of Throttle and Iron. So that's who we started with, and we can't forget. So. All right, so here's our friends down here at the bottom. IMRG are all across America. Great organization group. You don't even have to ride Indian to hang out with them. You can go to the meetings. Some places have dues. They're not much. It's like 1 year due or something like that, and that just pays for like the meeting space or something like that. And it's usually not too expensive. But the one that I was in is completely free. So check them out. They should have one in your local area. I know Louisville's trying to get one set up down there in Louisville, but and that is Clarksville, Indiana, Indian, and that is another good dealership. If you ever get in that area, check out the Clarksville, Indian. Great dealership down there. We talk to the general manager all the time. He's a great guy. All right, so we got Ride and Fish, the guy that helps us out a lot getting some of these interviews. Dean Speed. Check him out. Ride Culture. Go to rideculture.com. Davidson Audio. Some of the best audio you can get on a Harley Davidson or Indian. Gator Mike Sauce and Spices. Check him out. BC Customs. He's the one that makes our levers on our motorcycles. He also can do Harley Davidsons. Go to our website, throttleandiron.com. Check out the link to get a touch with Bob. He can make you a custom set of levers. And hey, he does a great job. And you want to check out his bike he just painted. It's freaking unbelievable. Brave Wolf Customs, TNA, right there. Lawless Garage. We got No Loss. Oh, hey, I almost forgot the big podcast we got. So we got Cody, we got TNA, and we got Lawless Garage all on the 27th. That's going to be a huge podcast, folks. Yeah, Cody, M&A. Yes, we're talking about him. He's going to be here, and he's an Indian rider. He is going to be pretty exciting. And we got BFP Garage, which is one of our friends also, to check them out. They do a lot of stuff in Victory, and he's trying to retire, but who knows. Anyway, folks, I guess, let's see, what else we got in the chat, and then we can call tonight.
Sparky said, don't forget that you have the calendar up in the upper right-hand corner.
Yes.
So you need to update that with the new guests that are coming on.
Yes, I will.
And he said, before you sign off, can we take one last look of those enthusiastic Eagle paint jobs? Enthusiast.
Was it at the end of the podcast, or is
Enthusiast Eagle paint jobs.
Okay. Was it the end of the video, or where was it at?
Which one?
Yeah. Well, I think it's talking about the Harley. Are you talking about the which paint jobs? The Harley ones or which ones?
And Jason said, come to the Donnie Smith show in St. Paul.
Okay. We'll check it out. Donnie Smith. Write that down. What's that?
That one paint job that I saw in that trike was spectacular.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
I don't think that's... Yeah, it was close towards the end, he said. Well, they said they have 9 steps to their paint.
Yes, I think I got it right here.
Jobs,
Let's see
don't
how
they?
this is. Yeah, let's see if we can do this.
folding stripe. Then it comes back to the paint line and
PO parts as well, and those are typically a more complex paint.
yep, and we have a great launch in 26 here with Electric Post.
All right, let me go back here. Okay, here we go.
It feels like everything that we've developed from King of Baggers is right at your
King of the Baggers, man. If you guys haven't seen him,
So we're all suited up
Get you
here in
some
the paint
tickets this
shop
year.
at Tomahawk, and you were saying earlier you paint thousands of parts a day right here in this shop.
Yeah, we paint about 5,000 parts between the 6 paint
let
lines.
me know,
And you said you're
Sparky,
painting
if
some
this is the
CVO
part you're
parts
talking
as well,
about.
and those are typically a more complex paint.
Yep, and we have a great launch in 26 here with Electric Post. It's all 100% done here. So it's a 3-phase paint process. So it goes through a base coat line, comes in and gets faded. Then we will guide stripe and mask it. And then it'll go back on the paint line and we'll put the second coat on there. We will demask it and put the third coat on there. Then we do a final stripe and then a folding stripe. Then it comes back to the paint line and then it gets cleared. It's quite a process, a little
No,
bit
it's
of
closer
handling and
toward
part
the end, he
movement,
said.
but it
Okay.
ends up with obviously a great product.
I think this is really cool.
All right, let me go to the end here because I don't want to get. I needed to stop that anyway. So, all right, let's see what we got here. The Route 66. I thought it was kind of crazy that they kind of talked to Route 66 like they were listening to somebody. Like we need to talk about Route 66. You know, I mean, I ain't saying they did, but I think they got that idea from Riding Fish. But yeah, it's okay. So
He said it's an Eagle anniversary bike paint job to represent 250 years of the USA.
okay. Let me see if I can get this thing in here. There's the limited, so it's close to the end. All right, let's see what we got here.
Just how distinctive that look is.
Oh,
Thing
there's the Eagle.
rips,
Holy
doesn't it?
cow.
It's insane. I think that's why I
that is
love
a
this
beautiful-
bike so much because it's a
Is that the bike you're
simple,
talking about now?
clean
I know it's gonna
bike,
be a
but
couple minutes,
it's
but
full touring mode. It has all these little
that's the
details,
new
and
heritage.
settings between speed,
That's
rain
too
mode,
far.
all that stuff.
That's too far.
It's crazy. It has
That's it,
everything.
too
It
far.
doesn't look like it would have all.
Yeah, but
you
yeah,
know?
it's still super.
He said that's
nimble.
it, but too far.
All right, well, let's
Yeah.
check out the Street Glide 3 Limited. So
That's
I
it
was
right
on this
there, he
bike
said.
today.
Okay, gotcha.
And I gotta say, the new suspension is remarkable.
Yeah, that's a beautiful paint job.
Transforms
Holy
this
smokes.
motorcycle and makes it really fun to ride. And then it's loaded with all these same second and third read
Wow, look at the
details,
Eagles. Yeah.
the stitching. And we've got a heated
I mean, it's
two-piece
beautiful.
seat. You've got this
You're right.
beautiful Grand Tour Pack with the Rockford Fosgate 6.5-inch speakers.
Hmm.
And this whole thing is just designed to crush.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, I just gotta.
Oh, wow.
I just gotta wait a couple seconds.
Yeah, for us to catch up.
Well, not that. I just
Oh.
if I play too much, then I get a copyright strike, and I don't want to do that. But yeah, I got to break it up so many, like 30 seconds, 60 seconds, something like that. And yeah, I'll play it here in a second. We'll get it going here again.
Miles.
That's great. I mean, we really tried to do kind of the same thing we did with the Heritage, but we moved a few pieces around. I mean, this one gets definitely the much more broader graphic on the front, but we still got all the same details
Beautiful,
on the
beautiful.
tank, seat. All the same things are touched on this one as well.
And the Milwaukee 8 VVT 117, even in the trike, basically
Yeah.
rips.
You
Me
got this
too.
in sport mode, didn't
Our
you?
Yeah,
individuals.
he was
Me
hauling.
too.
He was hauling. Anytime he wanted to pass us, he passed us.
All right, and then the third of the enthusiast.
All right, so I'm gonna go to the third bike here in a second. So they'll give me a second. But yeah, King of the Baggers. I mean, man, we got some riders, man. We got some. I understand that what's his name got a Indian bike also. He's still gonna be doing it this year. We got Troy Horsfalls, but who's the other one? I can't remember for some reason. Just skipping.
Well, our Indian Adventures said looking forward to see what Hayden and Rocco do on their Challenger.
Yeah, they were Vance and Hines racing team, and now they're going to be riding with us. So it's going to be a really, really, really good racing this year. No, on the Street Glide, they have a blue windshield.
Oh, they have a blue windshield.
All right, so I'm getting ready to go to the Street Glide here right now. So I'm not done
Collection,
yet.
the Street Glide. This windscreen does really look great on this motorcycle.
I think it looks killer. We talked about, like, it looks very vintage and nostalgic on like a Heritage model, but you put this on a Street Glide and it looks almost like a performance.
It does,
motorcycle
has
at that
kind of
point.
a
It really
sporting
takes cues from a lot of that.
Yeah, here you've got that 250 America logo.
Yeah, we really wanted that to be kind of.
It's a beautiful
rider
bike,
people.
man. Look
Yeah,
at that.
Wanted
Look
you
at
to
that
be
gas
constantly
tank.
seeing
Wow.
something like that. So to be able
Beautiful.
to put that on the console
It's been 50 years since we had that first Liberty Edition motorcycles, and these bikes, I think.
So this is the Liberty Edition. 50 years since they had that? Wow. Huh, it's all good, Sparky. I can't talk half the time anyway, so don't worry. Yeah, Tyler has got his own bike now, and he's still racing for Indians, what I understand. So it's going to be cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
so King of the Baggers is going to be a great season this year. I'm seeing Indian wiping some butt, and we'll see what happens, man. So I think it's going to be a good one. Those are considered enthusiast models. Yeah.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that, Sparky. I appreciate it.
That's awesome. All right, folks. Hey, I love you guys coming on here. Thanks for the support. I think it was a great video here. I think sometimes it's great to do these lives, and it gets me out of my little comfort zone. But hey, what can I say?
Q&As.
It's kind of question. I mean, this is one thing that some podcasts don't have, is where you guys can ask questions and the guests can answer them. That's what's really cool. We do appropriate questions, by the way, but you know what I mean. And maybe one of these days we might get the CEO of Indian on here. You never know. That would be cool. We'll see how it goes. I know. Let's see. Great impromptu podcast. Thank you. Hey, thank you. Thank you, you guys watching. Make sure before you leave, give us a like. I know there's only 14 left, but you guys are the greatest. Jason, I'll see you guys. I'll see you soon, hopefully. And everybody have a great freaking night. We're going to get out of here. Oh, man, this is great. I love this stuff. Anyway, that's our favorite song.
Yep, I love that song.
Yep. And it's time to go.
Have a great night, all.
Yeah, everybody have a good night. I got to work on a thumbnail for this bad boy.
Thanks again.
Yep. See you guys next week, Tuesday. And I'll be in Phoenix enjoying it.
Yeah, you just keep rubbing that in, buddy.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be nice weather. Hopefully I get to ride a little bit. I'm taking my helmet. It's going to be great. After this is over, make sure you go to the video and hit the like and subscribes. Exactly. Have a good evening, Chris and Connie. Thank you, Tim. Thank you for your support. Sparky, thank you for your support. Great show. Hey, thank you, the Dancing Cowboy. Hopefully we'll get to meet you sooner or later. I'm planning on a trip down to Davidson Audio. Don't tell him yet, but I'm hoping to get down there. Our Indian Ventures, check out his site. He's got great content, him and his wife. I'm glad to see you on here. I know you've been busy, but have a nice trip yourself. And I'll see you when you get in the back. Hopefully we'll get something worked out there. All right. Everybody have a good night.